Coach Bob Huggins, I'm so excited to see you. It's been like so many years since the coaches show back in the day when you were at UC is the last time I saw you. How's it going?
Going great.
Yeah. How are things in Morgantown?
Things are terrific. Everything's good.
So this weekend is really, really exciting. It's going to be the inaugural Bob Huggins Homecoming Weekend in Cincinnati, and it's for a really great cause. Tell me a little bit about how this is a tribute to your mom.
Well, lost my mom, and you feel terrible. You want to do something, and so I decided, along with my brothers and sisters, that from Cincinnati. So we started an endowment, and my mom grew up here. My mom grew up on 8th Street, which is right down the hill from where we are right now. And I thought it was appropriate that so I just, did a speaking or whatever. I put it in an endowment in my mother's name. And we have really for the last, how many years, we put it in that endowment, and it's been used to do a bunch of research with cancer research over in the cancer center. So it's been going on since 2003, and obviously coming back here gave me an opportunity to kind of ramp it up quite a bit.
Yeah, with WVU and the hospital there. Now I talked to Pete Zulli a little bit, who's organizing the events, the 5K run and walk, the gathering at 50 West, and the dinner at Montgomery Inn. And he said that this is really about doing something to help people with cancer. It must be something that you're very committed to.
Well, I am. I'm very committed to it because I watched my mother die. I was obviously coaching at Cincinnati. I would leave practice. I would drive to Canton, Akron, spend time with my mother, turn around and drive back, and then get up and do it again the next day. And it's a horrible, horrible disease. It's also a disease that is very prevalent in this state, and we're second in every bad thing you could think of in regards to cancer. We're the second worst of any state in the country. So it's needed, and it's just an opportunity to feel like you're giving something back. I mean, God's blessed me, to have the career that as long as I've been able to do this, and blessed me with a great family, and it's an opportunity for me to try to give back.
Coach, I know you've been in West Virginia about 16 years, but and Kansas in between, but you were here such a long time and such a popular guy with the basketball program at UC. What are some of your favorite things that you remember fondly about your time here?
Oh, I think the people. It's a lot of fun when you walk out there and there's 14,176, sitting there cheering like crazy for the Bearcats. I think the way that the city embraced the basketball program, and it took a while, but I think we had it rolling. I can remember I was walking into the locker room in a game, and we only had 12,000 people there, and I was disappointed that there were 12,000 people there, and that was the Steve Logan era, and Bob Goyne, the athletic director, said something to me, which didn't sit very well with me. And I said, well, what you need to do, Bob, is put some more football signs up. I mean, it's frickin' January, and I come down 75, all I see is UC football, and I come down 71, all I see is UC football, and we don't have a damn basketball sign in the whole town. It's ridiculous. And so he said, well, that's not true. And see me in the morning, and I went and saw him in the morning, and he always had a notepad where he had all this stuff written down that he was going to talk about. When I came in, I looked over his desk and I saw he didn't have one thing written down. And I said, well, this meeting's not going to last very long. You don't have anything to say, do you? And I got up and walked out. But it was, I felt bad for our guys because, we consistently were top 10 in the country. We consistently played for conference championships and so forth and so on. And to not get the support that they needed to get from our own athletic department that was sort of towards the end. It was just, to me, it was ridiculous. So.
Have you been back to a game? Do you ever come back to a game now in the new Fifth Third Arena? It's so nice there. It's so fun to watch a game there.
I was back one time. They asked us to come back one time, and it's pretty much like it is all the time. I guess when they ask you to come back, it's the Final Four guys. One time, yeah.
Well, I give you a lot of the credit for the way things look now. And it's just great talking to you, and I hope you have a lot of fun seeing all your old friends and people who love you back here in Cincinnati this weekend.
Well, you know what? It is a lot of fun to go back to Cincinnati, and it's great to see the people they were terrific to me. I mean, absolutely terrific. The fans and just being able to, when the game was over, go up in the suite and spend some time with people that really, really did care, really cared about Cincinnati basketball. So it's fun. That part of it's fun. The other part of it isn't quite so much fun to remember. But the fans, the people, the former players, I hear virtually every day, I hear from somebody. Yesterday it was Eric Hicks. Before that it may be DeMar Johnson or Lenny Stokes or whomever. So it's terrific that those guys care as much as what they care.
That's cool. Well, thanks for lending your name to the Bob Huggins inaugural homecoming weekend, and I hope you have a great time. And thanks so much for your time. I spent time in West Virginia myself along the road, and so let's go Mountaineers.
Where were you in West Virginia?
I was down in Charleston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Huntington. I was going to tell you that's Kentucky.
No, I was in Charleston, and I used to go to some Mountaineer games up there that way. It's a fun time.
It is a fun time. It's a fun time. It's a great state, and the people are fantastic.
Coach, thank you so much. You be well.
Pleasure. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.